Anthony Gilbert here, Citizens Bank Park, South Philadelphia. I'm joined by a man who needs no introduction. National League MVP, World Series champion, Jimmy Rollins. I want to kind of go back. Let's take it back to when you first started here in the majors, when you got that call up, and what was it like, man? Just bring me back a couple years.
It was crazy. I wish it was a couple years ago, but it was crazy. We had just got knocked out of the AAA playoffs. We lost to Indianapolis, which is funny because last year our third base coach Steve Smith was a manager of that team, and. But anyhow, we got knocked out, and it was one of those bittersweet things. You wanted to go play in the AAA World Series, just to be a champion, but at the same time, you were like, okay, they haven't called me up. When are they going to call me up? And lo and behold, they're waiting until we got knocked out. Went to the office. The manager told me I won't have to you AAA, but your services are needed tomorrow up in Philadelphia. And I'm like, oh, tomorrow. We got to fly back, pack my bags, jump in the truck, and then drive an hour and a half, whatever it was, from Reading up to Philadelphia and get ready for a day game. That's pretty tough. So, of course, I was excited, and I wasn't going to argue that. I didn't expect to play that. I get up there and I walk in trying to say hello to everybody, get situated with my locker, meet the management, meet the staff. My locker's right next to the door that leads out to the field, and there's a lineup posted up. Reggie Taylor batting first. We got caught up together. Jimmy Rollins batting second. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, give me one day to at least work my way in, break me in. Not. You're going out there, we're going to throw you in the fire. And lo and behold, I ended up getting a triple. My first official at bat, walked my first at bat. My first official at bat was a triple. And I've stuck around ever since.
Well, that's an amazing story, but it gets deeper because, last year, winning it all.
Yeah.
Talking about where you come from to where you've been, where you are now, that's gotta be a great feeling.
Definitely. I took it upon myself. I said to myself that it doesn't matter really where this organization is right now. I'm going to try to make it. And no, it's not just me alone, but that's a vow that I took to myself that I'm going to bring an attitude to change the way they do things around here. Eventually become leader of the team, and you have to put in your work. Put in your work, and get people to the league, get people to follow, and get people to play at their best for all those things to happen. And about 2 years ago, 2007, everything finally came together. But it took a little infamous, if you're a New Yorker, and famous set of words come out of my mouth to set things in motion. I think it was at a point where we were a good team. The Braves finally lost. Stronghold on the division.
15-year-old division.
15. And I'm just like, you know what? Man, if they can win it, why can't we? They had a great year, no doubt about that. In 2006, we were not a better team. I'm like, come to this next year, there's no way in the world you can tell me that they're that much better than us. And so we haven't looked back since. Head on to 2008 World Series championship, and hopefully we can get a chance of repeating on that.
Make some noise in October.
Yes, sir.
Last question. I want to bring it home a little bit, especially for me. Gotta talk about Nike, man.
Nikes.
Nike. You walking in the footsteps of people like Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
This is it, man. You're doing a lot of the things that kids like me grew up and wanted to do.
I wanted to do them too.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm on the coattails. Like you said, other greats. Speaking of Griffey, he has Team Swingman. I was one of the elected few to get on Team Swingman. Watch, take a quick pic of my place in the game, and you will see the Swingman logo. Yeah, I grew up watching it over in Seattle, especially on the West Coast. Got to see a lot of them. I got the trainer, Bo Jackson. That's what I showed America. Those are the trainers, and they're picking athletes, multiple athletes from different sports to rock. I got the J. Rose Philly jerseys. And hopefully, they'll make them in stores. If not, they'll be on my feet on the field every day. But, that's what it's about. It's about, making and leaving a legacy. And if you aren't, the few that can and leave and leave their own legacy, being a part of something great is good enough. You understand, there's only going to be one number one. Everybody else can be a part of that. Put your pride aside and be part of a good thing. Or be part of your own thing that no one knows.